Hello, I'm Virginia Delegate Bob Brink from the 48th District in Arlington and McLean. Last year I presented a series of weekly video reports from Richmond, updating you on the issues and events as they unfolded during the 2012 General Assembly session. This will be the first of my reports from the 2013 session. The length of our stay in Richmond is based on Virginia's 2-year budget cycle. Last year was when our main item of business was to write a budget for the following 2 fiscal years. In that long session, we were supposed to be here for 60 days, though we went into overtime for a couple of days, as we frequently do. This year, in the 46-day short session, we'll make mid-course corrections to that budget and consider other items of business. If we complete our work on time, we'll adjourn by February 23rd. Those other items of business that I just mentioned often get the lion's share of media attention, and not always in a good way. The big news out of the 2012 session was an effort to advance a number of very divisive social issues through the House and Senate. In my mind, it damaged Virginia's national reputation as a low-key, common-sense kind of good place to do business, work, and raise a family. I hope we won't see a repeat of the 2012 culture wars this year, and that instead we'll concentrate on the budget and the other substantive issues that need our attention. Much of the work of the House and Senate is done through the committee system, and my committee assignments will place me at the center of the action in many of these debates. This year I'll once again serve on the Appropriations Committee, which is where the budget is written, as well as the Transportation Committee. All of us in Northern Virginia know that we've failed to face up to the state's transportation needs for far too long. This week, Governor McDonnell unveiled a major transportation proposal that will be one of the principal items on our agenda in the coming weeks. In addition to my Appropriations and Transportation Committee assignments, this week I was reappointed to the Committee on Privileges and Elections, on which I previously served for several sessions. Privileges and Elections is the committee that oversees the state's laws governing voter access, voting requirements, and campaign finance. It also considers proposed amendments to Virginia's Constitution, including one that I introduced, which would permit our governors to serve 2 consecutive terms. We'll be looking at a number of other major issues this session. There's a proposal to lift a 30-year-old moratorium and permit the mining of uranium ore at a large deposit in southern Virginia. We need to carefully consider the environmental implications of mining uranium before we give the green light to this proposal. In addition, after the tragic Sandy Hook school shooting in Connecticut last month, we need to confront the issue of gun safety and whether Virginia's laws are adequate to protect our citizens. There are several different ways you can keep track of these and any other issues that you're interested in throughout this session. The first is the website of the General Assembly, which is at virginiageneralassembly.gov. From the main page, you can access the Legislative Information System, which you can use to look up legislation by subject, patron, or bill number. You can also use this website to view the live feed of the session when it convenes every day at noon. Another excellent resource is Richmond Sunlight, an independent website that keeps track of bills as they are introduced and work their way through the legislative process. You can view this website at richmondsunlight.com. If you have any questions about these or other resources to keep track of our activities in Richmond, just contact my office at delegatebrink@gmail.com. As always, please feel free to visit my website, bobbrink.org, like me on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter @delbrink. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you as the 2013 session proceeds.